The country would be better off with a Republican administration than a Democrat.
Here's Musk telling Jordan Peterson why he stopped supporting the Democrats.
Many years ago, I think probably the Democratic Party was the party of meritocracy and of personal freedom.
Yeah.
They used to be the free speech party.
Yeah.
And these days they seem to be the censorship party under the guise of hate speech.
Yeah.
So weirdly, in my view, the Republican Party is actually the party that's the meritocracy party, because the Democrats are also promoting DEI, which is really just another form of racism and sexism.
It's the most pernicious form, I think, actually.
Right. So it's anti-meritocratic. DEI is fundamentally anti-meritocratic. It's a two-party system, essentially. You got to pick one or the other, and so you weigh the good and the bad. And my opinion is that,
and you flip the coin.
We need that the country would be better off with a Republican administration than a Democrat.
Yeah, well, Trump was pretty good at not having wars.
Yes.
Elon is giving $45 million a month to Trump. Yes. Can you tell me what DEI means, please? Either the gallery or the chat. Let us know what DEI means. I don't know what that means. Thanks a lot. Cheers, man. And let's have a look at this cultural Christian conversation, can we? I think it's weird because obviously I'm a new convert to Christianity. And when people talk about cultural Christianity, what are they talking about? So what does that mean now? Is what used to mean secularism until secularism became co-opted by sort of woke culturalism, which is obviously the central theme that Peterson and Musk are discussing. And I've sort of noticed that what began as political diversity, equity and inclusion. Thanks, guys. Well done. Nice and fast. Diversity, equity and inclusion. Yeah. I see that those ideas I would say that's the sacralizing of the culture that's replacing the desacralizing of things that ought to be sacred, like one another, nature, principles and ethics have been desacralized in favor of, I was talking about it earlier, Barack Obama's so classy. Look at Donald Trump. Pooey, look at his stupid hair. And what's being sacralized are, diversity, equity, inclusion. To get to that from a Christian perspective, kindness. Be kind. You don't need subsets for kindness. Who is this person in front of you? Don't need to know. Just be kind. Be kind and loving. Remember that you're going to die, they're going to die, and potentially we're all going to be in eternity together because we have been saved, and let's be loving to one another. When you make the culture the highest set of values, you mean it affords humankind the ability to set new parameters. They can say, these are the values this week. That's why, as they discussed in that conversation there's all these party switches. The Dems used to be the party of free speech. They're not the party of free speech. The Dems used to be the party of anti-war. They're not the party of anti-war anymore because now they worship the culture itself, and the culture itself is mutable according to whatever agenda's driving it. Let me know what you think about that in the chat. Let's have a look at this other moment from the Musk conversation. This is the cultural Christian moment.
I'm actually a big believer in the principles of Christianity. I think they're very good.
So in what sense then are you not religious? Well, so Dawkins just came out 3 weeks ago or thereabouts and announced that he was a cultural Christian, right? And so the question,
right? I would say I'm probably a cultural Christian.
Okay, so
I was brought up as an Anglican and I was baptized.
So yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? When people talk about cultural Christianity, isn't it? It's because what do you mean by it? Do you mean the material expression of those spiritual values? The material expression of them is good, but I don't believe the values. The first time I started to think about things like that was when people started to acknowledge that meditation was good for the body and good for blood pressure and good for those kind of things, right? It's like, oh, wow, so the people that came up with that didn't know it. It's weird, isn't it? The difference between cultural Christianity and Christianity is you like the fruits of it, but you query it. Three-letter agencies, once symbols of protection and order, are being weaponized against us. We all know that. We can't continue to bring you this beautiful content without the support of our partners. The FDA, who are funded by Big Pharma, are attempting to classify NMN supplements as a drug, allowing Big Pharma to control it. NMN's a game changer. Harvard study shows that NMN helps reduce weight, cholesterol, and blood pressure in overweight adults. The fountain of youth, they say, in a bottle. Why do the FDA want to keep it from us? Because I suppose a healthy, strong population is harder to control. That's just a theory. Black Forest Supplements have an amazing buy two, get one free deal. Your opportunity to stock up and get your hands on M&M before any potential restrictions come into play. Try NMN with my buy two, get one free promo. Visit blackforestsupplements.com/brand. That's Black Forest, not Black Rock or Black Stone. As part of a healthy diet to make you stronger against these systems of control. See ya. Hey, thanks for watching. If you want to see more uncensored content where free speech can flourish, join our live stream. Click the link right here to watch the next video if you want to, or become a member of a growing movement. Download the Rumble app and you'll be informed every time we make a new piece of content. Stay free.